Hello everyone, feeling very happy and grateful to see you all in my third lecture. First of all, thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'm sure you will like the contents in this video. So please subscribe to my channel if not subscribed yet. I believe you all went through all the HTML concepts taught in my previous lectures, and please make sure you have completed the assignment given for each lecture. From now on, we are going to work on more HTML elements. In this video, I will show you some basic examples for some basic HTML elements. And don't worry if you are using tags that you haven't learned yet. This slide is just a recap for how should be a HTML document look like. All HTML documents must start with a document type declaration. The document type declaration represents the document type and helps the browser to display the web pages correctly. It must appear only once at the top of the page before any HTML tags. And this declaration is not case sensitive. That is, you can write in both capital as well as in small letters. The HTML document itself starts with a HTML start tag, that is HTML inside the angle bracket, and ends with a HTML end tag, that is \HTML inside the angle bracket. The visible part of the HTML document is between the body tags. Some of the basic HTML elements we are going to use are HTML headings, paragraphs, links, and images. Have you all remembered the simple HTML file we have created in lecture 2? Now let me open that file for you. Go to the location. Yes, just let the file. Yes, this is the HTML file we have created in my previous lecture. Just right click and open the file with Notepad. As we summarized before, the first line should be the document type declaration. Then the file should start with HTML start tag. Now, inside the body tag, we have already mentioned paragraph tag. Yes, this is a paragraph we have mentioned. That is all about HTML paragraph. If you want to write a paragraph to display in the web page, then you should give that content inside the p tag. HTML paragraphs are defined with p tag. Now let us move on to HTML heading tags. As we studied before, there are 6 heading tags, H1 to H6. Here I am going to give the same sentence inside all the heading tags to make you understand the difference between them. I am giving this is my heading. Just copy the same and give inside all the heading tags, all the 6 heading tags. H2. Here H1 defines the most important heading tag and H6 defines the least important heading tag. Yes, H5 and then H6, which is the last one. And now just save the file and go to the web page and refresh the web page. Yes, you can see the changes we have made just to the file now. Yes, this is a difference for the 6 heading tags. You can see the difference in the font size. And now the next one is HTML link tag. HTML links are defined with a tag. Give the content inside. Here I am giving click here for Google. Now the link destination is specified in the href attribute. So listen guys, each HTML element contains its own attributes. Attributes are used to provide additional information about HTML elements. You will learn more about attributes in the upcoming lectures. Here you have to provide a proper destination address so that when you click this link, it will redirect you to the specified destination. Here I am giving google.com, Google homepage. It will redirect you to the Google homepage once you click the link. Just save the file and go to the web page and refresh it. Now the link appears here. Once you click the link, it will redirect you to the Google homepage, which we had given in href attribute. Most importantly, you have to give a proper URL address in href attribute. Otherwise, it will show error. I will show you how. Now here if you are giving like this, that is just the web address we commonly refer without the proper URL. Save before going to the web page, and don't forget to refresh the web page for every changes you have made. Otherwise the changes won't reflect in the web page. Now when you click the link, it will show you file not found error. So remember to give a proper URL in the href attribute for a tag, nothing but link tag. Now the last and final one for this video is HTML image tag. HTML images are defined with the img tag. The image tag is an empty tag, that is, there is no end tag for this, and it contains 4 attributes: src for source file, alt for alternative text, height and width for image size. And I have downloaded an image in my laptop. Here, just to remember, just save the image file in the same location of the HTML file, or you have to give the proper address of the image location in the source attribute. Otherwise, the HTML file won't detect the image and it will not display it in browser. Yes, I'm going to give the image name in the source src attribute. Don't forget to give the extension, otherwise the file will not appear. Just save the file and go to the web page. Refresh. Yes, this is the image inserted, but this one is of bigger in size. We can change the image size by giving height and width for the image. We can give the height and width in the respective height and width attribute. Yes. Now save the file and go to the page and refresh. Yes. The file, this is the image we have inserted. And now what is the use of alt attribute? Alt attribute is nothing but it gives an alternative text to display if the browser does not find the given image in the specified location. I will show you how. Here, if the image given is wrong or it doesn't found the image, then the web page have to display the alternative text. This is my banner image. So when the source file is right, then it will display the image. But if I'm giving a wrong source file, that is, just delete the extension. Now save the file and go to the web page. Now refresh the web page. Yes, now it is displaying. This is my banner image, alternative text. Since the image source file we have provided is wrong. So we have to give a proper URL of the image here in the source attribute. Now the image is displayed beside the link. I want to display it beneath the link. I hope you all are aware of the tag BR. There is break tag. It will give break between the elements. I am going to use it here to display the image beneath the link. Just refresh the page. Yes, now the image is displaying beneath the link. Yes, let us finish this lecture with this. The assignment for this lecture is to apply these HTML elements to the solar system web page you have created in the previous lecture. You have to just insert images and links to make the page look more beautiful. In the next lecture, let us learn about nested HTML elements. Okay guys, thank you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like and follow my Facebook page, Sangeeta's Educational Videos. We'll meet you all soon in my next lecture guys. Bye bye.